Iceland is one of the most stunning places on earth, but nothing prepared me for the food I tried in the city. Everyone said you have to try this Icelandic cafe called Cafe Loki, so I did, and I wasn't ready. But before we get there, let me show you these hidden waterfalls, why Iceland is worth it, and a tour of our beautiful Airbnb. In my last video, I shared our travel from Toronto to Iceland, where we landed at Keflavik Airport at 4:35 a.m. and after some breakfast at the airport, picked up our rental car for 7 days using a shuttle bus. Our Airbnb was 2 hours away from Reykjavik, and our check-in was at 3 p.m, so we planned to cover the city before we headed to our stay. Our first stop was Rainbow Street and downtown core. Oh, look at this road. This looks like the Iceland version of Flatiron building. You can actually see the mountains from here. Wow. Rainbow Street, or Skólavörðustígur, is a symbol of Iceland's commitment to gender equality and also famous for its iconic shops. It is also home to some of the biggest events and festivals in Iceland. You can also shop for souvenirs here. Is it a cat? Yeah, it is. Oh.
Told me to hold your hand.
Who?
They.
By the way, did you know that McDonald's left Iceland in 2009? Reykjavik still doesn't have one. Instead, locals love their homegrown fast food chains like Bayern's Bestu Pilsur that's actually famous for hot dogs. The city has a lot of graffiti art, I noticed, and the vibrant houses stand out, which apparently the locals originally painted in bright colors to bring warmth to the otherwise grey and rainy days in Iceland. There's everything from Viking photo studios where you can dress up as a Viking to Viking souvenirs that you can take home with you. Going to a cafe called Cafe Loki. It's supposed to have good coffee. It's also very close to the church, which is the next place we are going to. The church's name, I just learned how to pronounce it. It's called Hallgrimskirkja. I'm probably butchering it a little bit, but Hall is the clerical person from that church, it seems. Kya means house? I don't know, okay? I don't know. Now I have to look it up again. Hallgrimskirkja is the tallest church in Iceland, and its exterior design was inspired by Iceland's volcanic basalt columns, which form naturally from cooling lava. It was designed to look like the country's dramatic landscapes. This church is also home to a giant pipe organ with over 5,000 pipes. It weighs about 25 tons and creates a powerful, deep sound. Listen to this. Oh my god. Look at these chairs. Trying out Cafe Loki Icelandic traditional food. Went to Cafe Loki to get some Icelandic traditional food. Ordered something called rye bread with eggs and herring, right? What I expected for it to have eggs and herring, maybe like baked herring. When I got the plate, there was rye bread, boiled eggs just on top of it. Almost raw herring. I think you need an acquired taste to have Icelandic traditional food. What did you try? Hers was good actually.
I had pancake with jam and butter, and it was really delicious.
Yeah.
Must try.
After spending some time in the city, we actually drove towards our Airbnb and decided to see what we could cover on the way. Iceland has one highway called Route 1, the Ring Road, which is actually a loop that goes through the entire island. Since Seljalandsfoss waterfall was on the way, we decided to make a stop. Where are we? We're at one of our first locations in Iceland, and you have to take a look at this. Seljalandsfoss is one of the few waterfalls in the world where you can walk behind the cascading water, giving you a magical 360-degree view. Just a short walk from Seljalandsfoss is Gljufrabui, a hidden waterfall tucked inside a narrow canyon. You have to wade through water to reach it, but it's worth the adventure. Just look at this. Wow! Look at that! Guys, look at the view we have. This feels unreal. This looks so good. Though smaller than Seljalandsfoss, Gljufrabui's 40-meter drop creates an incredibly misty atmosphere inside the canyon. This place is a photographer's dream for unique and dramatic shots. Next stop was our Airbnb, which is an hour away from Seljalandsfoss Waterfalls. The drive was just so beautiful with gorgeous landscapes. We reached our Airbnb and this was by far the best B&B view I've seen so far. Our Airbnb was actually nestled between the hills with breathtaking views all around. The camera doesn't do justice here, but to understand how enormous these hills were, look at how tiny the birds look here in this frame. Let's do an Airbnb tour. We booked this place for 5 of us and the place was really neat and spacious. Well-lit rooms, clean bathroom, nice cozy living space with all kitchen amenities provided. The living room had a sofa bed followed by 2 bedrooms where you could accommodate 4 people. The bedrooms were very clean and had ample storage for all. We had such gorgeous views from these windows during our stay. And that, my friends, wraps up our day 1 in Iceland, and if you made it this far, you are a star. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please let YouTube know you did. In my next video, I'll share more on day 2, so please do subscribe and hit that bell icon for updates. By the way, if you'd like to see how we had the warmest welcome by witnessing the northern lights on our flight from Toronto to Iceland, I've linked the video here for you. See you soon!